So what we're doing right now, we're making some kale chips. And I think I've only shared photos of these, so now today we're going to share a little video. It's really easy, but it's the easiest when you have the right tools. Since my buddy Adam from The Biggest Loser season what?
Season 10.
Season 10.
That season.
Adam Hurtado, we just interviewed him 2 weeks ago on Wellness Warrior Radio. That was like late January, early February. Mm-hmm. Anyway, we were talking about this and he said that he tried them and he screwed them up. But I think I did like 3 or 4 times
okay,
too.
Good. I don't feel bad.
No, you shouldn't. Most people screw it up because they use an oven. And it is a little bit harder to get these like to be the same way as the ones are at Whole Foods.
Okay.
Dude, you spend like $6 for those. I don't know how many times you guys have bought kale chips at the store, but literally when you buy those ones at the store, it's like a tiny bag like this, and you might get like 5 chips.
Yeah.
5 leaves.
It's expensive.
It's like $1 per leaf.
It's not filling.
So Adam, pan over here just to show people. This is how many. This is how much kale chips we're gonna make.
That's a lot of kale.
It's a lot. It's a kale of a lot of kale.
That's a kale, a lot of kale. Kale, yeah.
Kale, yeah. So I got these at the farmer's market, and this is probably. I think this is only 2 bunches actually, 2 really big bunches, and this is the dinosaur kale. I like the dinosaur kale because the texture is a little bit firmer, so it's easier to get the kale cheese on when we're smothering it, and that's the next thing we're gonna do. So all that I'm going to do with these is I put these in like what you have to do is de-seed them or de-stem them first, and it leaves you with just the leaf part, and you know, maybe this is about a size of 1 good chip, right?
It's a nice size.
Yeah, so I separated them all out and made sure that they're all about bite size. Did that. We're going to place salt on them first before we put the kale cheese on it. Okay. But everything is already over here for the kale cheese. And this is called cashew cheese. And it's tastes kind of like nacho cheese. It's nacho cheese.
Nachos.
So
it's mine.
It's mine. It's ours. So, and then you guys can come over next time and be our guest, and me and Adam will make them for you. Because Adam will know how to do this after this, and so will you.
I'm not my notepads out.
Notepad. So the 2 things, making kale chips easy tools is to have a dehydrator, and I love the Excalibur. I have the one with a timer on it. I'll put the link below on how to get one and where I got mine for my birthday last year. And this is the Vitamix. This is the 5200. 5200? Yeah, this one's the 5200. And this one I also have on my website too, so I'll put that link below. These 2 are crucial tools in order to make kale chips work real well, and you make your money back. So all that this is, and I'll just share this. This is kind of like my little ghetto cheat sheet. This is all the ingredients that are in the cashew cheese.
4 cups.
What I did, you can see in red, is I put half of each because you don't need that much kale cheese or cashew cheese. So for 2 bunches of kale, you'll probably need half. And so I cut everything in half. So we should, with this recipe, if you're going to do 2 cups of soaked cashews, which is about 4 to 6 hours of soaking, you should have about 1.5 red bell peppers, but I only have 1 right now. Okay. And then everything else has been halved for you.
Wonderful.
Cool. So this is all in here, and so all we need to do, Adam, this is really easy. You start off the Vitamix just by starting with on, and then you work your way up, and I have the baton already ready to go.
Wow.
And we have cheese! So, okay, take your finger on there.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see if it tastes good without the other half missing. That is cashew cheese.
That is delicious.
You could say it's delicious.
Delicious.
I would say
Diane Kazer.
It could use a little bit more salt.
Okay.
Nutritional yeast, also you could play with those too. If you don't want too much salt, you could always put more nutritional yeast. But I'm trying a different thing today. We're going to actually put some truffle salt in these cashew chips today, or the cashew cheese.
We're getting fancy.
We're going to be fancy. So we're going to hit pause, and we're just going to start smothering. And I'm going to show you how this works next with how to get the kale chips ready for putting in the dehydrator. Okay, so I just want to show you guys something. So this is the dehydrator, and this is what it looks like inside. I really had to put my hands on this thing before I really had an idea of what it was and how it worked. because I didn't have someone who showed this to me on a video. So what this is there's many different shelves here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. There's only 9 shelves. And this is what it looks like. So the dehydrator comes with these little sheets like this on here with just a little trays, but they don't come with these individual sheets. So I had to buy these separately on Amazon. I'll put the link below for you guys. And the kind of sheets that I got made it really, really easy for cleaning. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this cashew cheese and we're going to, after we put some salt on here, obviously this bowl's not big enough. We're probably gonna have to get a bigger bowl. We're gonna pour the cheese over it and we're just gonna massage with our hands so that there's enough cheese that's transferred on and coated onto each one of these leaves. Then we're gonna transfer it onto this tray here, and then we're gonna put them all in here. Making sure, because you don't have too much space in between each one, making sure that the leaves aren't too high, because you can see these leaves, they're kind of high, and this is why I like the dinosaur ones. They don't go as tall as some of the other ones, but once you plaster down with some of the cashew cheese, then it should fit in here nicely. That's why you want to make sure they're broken down enough. And then I put them in here for probably about 8 hours overnight, and I have it at about 105, because if you cook anything less than or higher than 108, it becomes not raw anymore, and it starts to destroy and denature all of the amazing nutrients that Mother Nature is bringing to us with greens. So that's why we have dehydrators instead of ovens, because we actually preserve all of the goods in here that make you feel happy and help with digestion and make more building blocks to make you better human. So that's that. I'll show Adam massaging some of the kale.
Oh, yeah.
And then also I'll show you the last settings on here. And we won't be able to do a taste test because Adam has to go home and I'll probably be eating these things for breakfast.
Aw.
But I'll bring some to Lululemon to bring them down.
Better.
Cool, now we're going to massage.
Hey Adam, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready to cheese it?
Ready to get cheesy for you.
All right, cheesy. Okay, so what you're going to do is I would say take about 1/3 of that, maybe a little bit less.
Okay.
And scoop it into, this is the bowl that we've already salted. So for S's and G's today, we've salted with truffle salt the kale. And what this does is it basically dehydrates the kale so that it can stay crunchy for longer and not get all soggy after you've...
About 1/3 in there.
Cool. Okay, you might want to take your watch off.
All right.
Your watch is gonna get all cheesy. So when you guys do this, make sure you clean your hands, just like your mama said. Now get down and dirty with it. Massage that kale. Massage it. Give it a nice back rub. Yeah.
I usually charge for this.
So the kale has really sore shoulders. See what?
Feeling good now.
It also has sore quad muscles and sore calves, sore glute muscles. Okay, what I'm saying to you guys is that you want to make sure you load up the cheese all over the kale, so you don't want to miss any parts.
Gotcha.
So Adam, check out those little pieces. Sometimes they fold over and the cheese doesn't get on them.
Gotcha.
Let's
So
get in here.
there.
Let's get in here.
Get in there nice
Get
and
in here.
good.
Yeah. G-U-D.
G-O-O-D good.
Good. Yummy.
Oh yeah, I can see what you're talking about there.
Yeah.
It's easy to miss it.
Show us one of them so the
Yeah,
viewers can
that's a
see
good
what we're
one.
talking
See,
about.
like, so this one looked good for a second, but then you open it up.
Oh, it needs to be
It
salted.
It needs some love.
It needs some love. So that's what you guys want to do. You want to make sure that when you massage this kale, you're doing a full body massage. Do not leave anything out.
Oh, she's on fire tonight, guys. Don't quit your day job.
Hey, now you sound like Darren on my radio show.
Uh-oh. That one was for you, Darren.
Darren, this is our friend that we interviewed for the show. And now he's in my kitchen. So that's what it looks like, you guys. We're just going to massage kale for a while, and then we're going to show you what it looks like to transfer it onto the sheet. But hey, Adam, do you think we're done?
I think we're done. We got some evenly distributed cheese up on this kale. It's looking amazing.
Up on this kale.
All up on it.
Kale, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, now here's what we do. So here's step number 3.
All right.
It is ready. This is where Adam's going to transfer all of the kale leaves.
Check
The
them out.
undehydrated kale leaves. Yum. And look at his hands. Note the mess. And that's finger licking good, literally.
Oh yeah, not yet. Not until I distribute them onto this.
Okay, so you take one huge handful and just slap it right in the middle. And then just spread it out evenly. And I always say make sure you're using all the way to the corners of each. So you're not missing any one spot.
Can do a little bit more kale in there.
Yeah. Because remember that small little gap space we have. We don't want the leaves to be too high. So you kind of want to flatten them out because otherwise they stick to the next shelf on top.
Don't want to lose any of this goodness.
Yeah. So you guys can see how he's evenly distributing that. And then I'm going to go do my next bowl. And we'll show Adam putting this very first shelf into the dehydrator once he's done organizing. Which it looks like he's just about done. Sometimes, too, what I like to do at this point, depending on how it tastes. So here we go. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to taste one. This is what I do. I want to make sure I taste fine. Wow. I don't even know if it needs more salt.
Tasting good?
I'm going to put a little bit more salt just because I'm a salt freak.
Okay.
Hey, and you know what? Too much salt has not too much to do with like high blood pressure and stuff. That's all full. That's just a load of crap. You just need to exercise more.
Exactly.
We actually need sodium, which is a mineral. So don't be scared of salt, guys.
Yeah, lose it when we sweat.
Yeah. And what you need is you need Himalayan salt. Himalayan sea salt, right? Which is pink salt.
It's the good stuff.
So I'm actually going to show Adam. Can you grab that Himalaya salt right there, Adam? So we've got pink Himalayan sea salt. And this is the one I got from Sprouts. And it's actually a refillable container so that you don't have to refill it over and over and spend... That's not zooming in that well. Anyway, it's Himalayan pink sea salt. Okay. And it has 80 minerals, trace minerals in it. So let's put some of that on there. You can't because your hands are dirty. Okay. I'll do that for Adam. And let's just show the viewers after we've done... Actually, here, take the camera real quick.
Okay.
And you can't do that.
I can't do that either.
Adam's hands are too dirty. Okay, so neither of us could put the salt on. So I'm just going to show...
We're going to salt them.
I'm going to show you what it looks like to put it in the dehydrator. So take that one and put it in the dehydrator.
We're looking nice and spread here, nice and flat.
And put that one on the very top shelf.
All right.
I want them to see how it kind of goes in there very delicately and how some of these ones kind of get pushed back. So you see that? You kind of have to inch them in. You got them in there. Yep. So you don't want these guys being too high. And just guide them in there.
All right, there we go.
And you might get a little, because you want to definitely cover these to make sure you cover, you know, the best use of the dehydrator. Spread them out even more. These guys are just vibrant leaves. All right, beautiful. They're in.
Yeah, baby.
These guys are in. Okay, cool.
Okay, namaste, namaste. Just kidding, I can't put my hands together. This is the best part of the whole kale chip making experience.
Look at those things.
Is when you get to lick your fingers.
Woo.
So, what I was going to tell you guys, I was just telling Adam. Number one, if you don't have a dehydrator, you don't necessarily have to make kale chips.
Just make a beautiful kale salad.
Yeah.
Not
your other alternative. Salad. Your other alternative is just to put all this in a Tupperware container. It's ready for you the next day. You have an amazing, yummy kale salad.
And then call me over.
You guys are invited with me and Adam to enjoy the kale salad together. And actually, what we're doing next, because I ran out of kale cheese, is that tiny bit we have left over there. We're going to put some coconut oil, a little bit of coconut sugar, coconut palm sugar, which has a lot of nutrients and it's very low glycemic. And we're going to put some, I guess we'll put on some cacao powder, some cocoa. You can use cacao or cocoa powder. And we're going to make dessert kale chips. Cool?
Yummy. Sounds good.
We'll show you that next. Okay, you guys, we just accidentally made the most amazing recipe. Sometimes running out of things is a blessing in disguise. And since we didn't have enough cashew cheese to make to coat all of the kale chips, to coat all of the kale and to massage all of the kale, we decided together as a team that we were going to make coconut kale chips. And so we did is we just took about, I'm just going to guess, maybe like 2 to 3 tablespoons of coconut oil. Put it on very, very low heat in a stainless steel pan. Use whatever pan, but stainless steel is healthier for you. Doesn't have lead, doesn't leak aluminum and all that stuff. So we just put 2 to 3 tablespoons of coconut oil and massaged about this much kale. And we doused just a little bit of, we sprinkled the coconut sugar over it, organic coconut sugar. And then where's the other one? And then we topped it off with about a half dropper full of coconut cream stevia. And I just massaged them, and they're ridiculous.
Look at that.
So this is another one where you can get like really yummy, healthy, sweet goodness into your kids or your diet, and get more vegetables in.
You won't even know that you're eating kale.
You won't even know.
This tastes like dessert.
Guys, I just want to show you what one serving of vegetables looks like. That.
Nice little handful there.
That. You can even make a cool salad out of this and put some like toss some cranberries into it. I told Adam if we weren't making kale chips out of this, you can actually put some shredded coconuts in with this too to get more MCTs. MCT stands for MCT oil, and that's in coconut oil, which is saturated fat. MCT oil is one of the most potent fat-burning fats that you can consume. So this is probably one of the healthiest meals that I eaten since I moved into this house a month ago. And it looks like seaweed because it's so shiny.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So this we're going to put into the dehydrator. And I think this pretty much rounds out the last of our kale chip making experience. Adam and I are going to move on to making walnut butter and cashew milk. This is all the stuff that I do on my Sunday routines every Sunday. But you guys want to come over?
Mm-hmm.
Don't get jealous of Adam.
Don't be too jealous.
Don't be jealous. Don't be jelly. And so here we are. We're putting it in here.
Bye.
Nope, this one's for me.
You're like, nah, I'm gonna stay right here.
Okay, we're done.
All right.
I'm gonna namaste in just a second, but I hope this helps you guys. I didn't really put too much thought into measuring all the last one, but like I said, 12 hours overnight at less than 108 degrees. Just check them the next day, make sure they're ready to go. You want them to be crispy and not moist at all anywhere, because if they're moist at all anywhere, when you store them, they're gonna get soggy. So if you need to put them in for another like 3 hours or so, all good, just make sure they're really crunchy. Thank you so much for watching us and following this journey with us. If you have any other tips, leave them below. Share this with friends, comment, and thanks for following. And if you want more of this, be sure to subscribe on my YouTube link below, because I've got plenty more new stuff. Adam and I are about to do some walnut butter, so